Alright, it's Millennial me again with more millennial bullshit. So I'm in Sportsman's Warehouse. I've got a past in selling guns, so I talked this guy into buying a $1,400 SIG. He's ready to make the purchase. He asks the clerk, let me look at this gun. The clerk's a millennial with probably $2,000 worth of arm sleeve tattoos, working for minimum wage behind the counter of a Sportsman's. Go figure, right? So I got this guy convinced to buy this $1,400 SIG. And what does this millennial do? He tries to convince him to buy a $700 Glock. Why? Because it holds a couple more shots. You millennials, come on, guys. When somebody's doing your job for you, put your pride aside and make the sale. Take their money. He botched the sale. I mean, all in all, the gun was sold, and he decided that he knew more, and he was going to prove me wrong because I wasn't behind the counter. They don't pay enough for my kind of talent to be behind that counter. I was doing them a favor, but he let his pride get in the way. No sale. There you go. Stop being such douchebags, millennials. Figure it out.
Well, I think it's self-righteousness.
Self-righteousness, yeah.
It's not just a religious thing. It is in every area of life that you always have some know-it-all that wants to argue something just to be right, just for the sake of being right, not for the good of another person.
Right. Right. He was convinced that he knew more than I did because he was the one working behind the counter. And the only reason I don't work behind the counter of an establishment like that is because when I did sell guns for a living, I was making a lot more than what he was making. My talent is worth more than what they can offer. But I stopped by just to look at the gun, saw him eyeballing it, and sold him on it. And he was ready to purchase it. And this millennial, for lack of a better word, went and screwed it all up for himself. And he was trying to convince the guy that, this was better and that was better for whatever dumb reason. And he ended up botching the sale. He should have just taken his money, and you would have had a happy customer, and everything would have been well. But hopefully your managers caught wind of what you were doing and at least said something to you, because seriously, I mean, it's millennials like that are making it hard for the rest of us to get by and have a good name. So that's my millennial story for today. So stop being such a millennial, millennials.
Oh, are we done?
Mm-hmm.